really fun to kind of look back and see where you've been. When you come up over a ridge, and we don't necessarily, unless we look at the map, we don't necessarily know where we're going, but we look at the lay of the land and everywhere. And if we look at the book, we're able to kind of pinpoint where we got to go. It's kind of fun to see that. So, all right, so another big thing here is as we're approaching 700 miles potentially today, we don't have necessarily that goal. We'll just see how we feel. But potentially we can hit 700 miles today. For me, everybody, in the beginning, it's a seriously physical challenge. And once we get a little ways in for each person, it changes, but the physical challenge in our mind goes away. We always have that physical challenge every day, but we become accustomed to it. We just know. And it's like, well, what's today look like? And because we always want to see ups and downs and flats. And why we put ourselves through that, we don't know. It doesn't matter anyway, because we got to do it. But at some point, and it was at mile, 400 or something like that for me, that the mental game started to get into play. And even right now, the mental game is messing with me. And that could mean you could be questioning yourself whether or not you can really do it. Well, hey, at this point, coming up on 700 miles, well, you better know you can do it, because you've already gotten 700 miles. You just got to keep doing what you're doing. But for me today, and even the last couple of days, it's not the rain, it's not whether I can do it or not. But everyone's out here for a different purpose, and everyone thinks differently, and everyone's got something going on at home. But you start to wonder, and not everybody's going to go through this. You start to wonder, am I doing the right thing? Did I make a mistake by deciding to do this and walk away from work, family and friends, church obligations, other obligations in our life? And without going into detail, one of the reasons I came out here was for let's just say one of the reasons I came out here was to see if something could get worked out, and it looks like it didn't. And so that makes me wonder, did I make the right decision by coming out here? I just want to stop here and kind of give you the view. Again, looks like we're about to go into the trees. So, but yeah, did I make the right decision to come out here? Because, you start to wonder, if I didn't come out here, then maybe this or maybe that. And that could be anything. I know that I've got 3 places lined up to go back to work when I get done. And it's like I got to choose out of those and which one to go to. And in some cases, there's other people that are faced with the same thing. And I know now somebody that left the trail because they had a company had given them an opportunity, but they needed to go now. And so he left the trail to go back to work. You know, so things like you're faced with that kind of a challenge as well. You know, and you really do. It's like, what's more important? Now, this trail is pretty important to me because I came out here for more than one reason. And so, because that one reason, it didn't work out like I'd hoped, didn't get the results that I'd hoped, I've got other reasons. And sometimes when you're out here, your reason changes. There's a whole other purpose for you being out here. So make sure that when you come out here to hike the trail, you have a personal reason. And if it's just to come out and hike for 5-6 months, just because you want to, that's awesome. But I'm not going to get into, I've already done a video on why people do it. It's not posted yet, but that will be coming shortly. Actually, by the time this video hits, it'll have already been posted. So, one thing I can really say is that that particular challenge, the mental game, you got to get your head wrapped around it. And you got to have the conviction to power through it. And do I have a positive attitude right now? No, I don't. I'll be wondering all day whether I made the right decision or not, because it hurts. And, you know, I said that I wanted to bring the trail to you guys. Not all the glory and fun of it, but everything. My thoughts, my feelings. And that's what this is about. Is becoming a little vulnerable and sharing. I'm not gonna share everything with you guys, but I mean as far as detail stuff, you know. But you know, you can try to put 2 and 2 together, figure it out. It's getting warm for a beanie. It's beautiful in here. Here, let me take you around here. Oh. Oh. All right, slow down. But you know, I'm gonna power through it, and you know, I'm gonna be woe is me for the day. I'm gonna give myself the day. Maybe only half a day, because it's tough. It's tough when you're out here walking for 10-12 hours a day and you think about stuff all day. Sometimes good, sometimes bad stuff. Sometimes you beat yourself up, and I'm beating myself up right now pretty bad. You know, you look back and make a bunch of mistakes, and or at least at the time you don't think they're mistakes, but it ends up being, that's just it. The whole freaking mental game messes with you. You think you're doing great, you think you're awesome, think all is well, and little things start to happen that may not be directly you, but somehow or another it ends up coming back and biting you in the butt because you weren't paying attention, because you weren't listening, you weren't in tune. That sucks, man. That sucks to have to pay the price for what other people do or don't do, and you're not directly necessarily involved, but you still pay the price. You can't take it back. You can't go back in time and change it. So when you're out here on this trail, you need to be prepared for the mental game. And if not all is well at home when you leave, that will come get you. So be prepared to deal with that while you're on the trail. Now, I highly suggest if you can make things right or get everything in order before you get on the trail, even better. But I came out here knowing that it could go either direction. And I thought one way, and oh my gosh, how beautiful this is. Gosh darn it, it's gorgeous out here, isn't it? I don't know if that sun's in your eye or not, but I hope you can see what I'm seeing. And see, even though I'm gonna have a little pity party today, I'm still finding the beauty in today and living here for the moment, now. And that's what we want to do, is live for the moment. If you're having a bad day because of some challenge on the trail, that's okay, but live at the moment. Absolutely beautiful. I don't know if you can see the power line up on top of the hill. I gotta go there. Shows in the book that we cross the power line right down here, and then we go up and get to that power line, stand it there. So it looks like a long ways away. It's probably only like a mile, if that. That's crazy. Well, that's probably a mile, mile and a half. But anyhow, yeah, still find beauty in the day, live for the moment, even through your pity party. And, you know, just power through and give yourself a time limit. And when you're feeling discouraged and that mental game is messing with you, go ahead and endure that. Embrace it for a moment, but give yourself some time. I gave myself all day today, but I might change my mind and only give it a half a day before I really start saying, you know what, all is well. And, you know, and it'll come back and haunt me again for a little while. It's just one of those things. But grab a hold of what's important to you on the trail and your purpose, and you'll make it through. But you just need to prepare for the mental game and know that it's real. Very, very real. This is not all fun and games out here. It's not all an easy hike. Physically, mentally straining. But you can do it. Anybody can do it. You just need to prepare. They talk about preparing your gear. They talk about preparing your body, getting physically fit, or at least, you know, beginning to get used to that sort of thing. I don't know that I hear many people talking about becoming mentally ready. I'm telling you right now, become mentally ready. Because the rest of this trip will always be some physical, but there's going to be so much mental, and I'm not even halfway yet. Ah, oh, look at this beautiful hike. Ah. Look now, see, I love the pastures and the groves, but then when it gets like this, where it's kind of like a mixture with some trees thrown in there. Is that a Russian olive? It's like a Russian olive tree. Nah. But I love this. Oh, it's so beautiful. But I'm gonna get off of here now, but I want to just kind of show you one more thing here. Looks like we're going down, but we got to go up that mountain. Those power lines there, we'll cross those, go up that mountain, walk across there to that other power line, where we cross it again. So, and somewhere here, we're actually going to come across the largest oak tree on the AT in the south. There's one slightly bigger than it in New York. But that's coming up here real soon. So, but You guys, I appreciate you taking the time to watch this lengthy video. I didn't mean it to be this long, but I appreciate you guys, and hope you can find some value in it. If you guys have any questions or comments or advice, whatever, go ahead and message me there or make a comment there, and I'd be happy to get back with you. All right, you guys. Sending out love from the Appalachian Trail, and again, I appreciate you guys for watching, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the little bell there so you get notifications of every time I post a video on YouTube. All right, thanks everybody. Get out and hike. Let me give you a quick view of where I'm at right here.